I can remember that day seeing Marines crawl up to these bunkers with a hand grenade in each hand with a pin pulled with no cover and throwing hand grenades into bunkers. I mean, they were absolutely incredible. They were just that kind of dedicated men that served in the service.
I have been directing planes to drop bombs at the bottom of the hill I was sitting on top of.
When you're getting ready to go in initially, you don't know really what to expect.
I can remember one time seeing a Marine so scared that his helmet literally shook off his head. And I just reached over and got down in the place that he was at with him, and we just kind of sat there together and calmed each other down.
The potential was always there. It kept your nerves very, very much on edge.
Well, the time this one plane coming at me, all I could see was his propeller, and that was a kamikaze plane, suicide plane, coming right at me.
All of a sudden, these two NVA pop up through the hole and start firing at everybody. And I was probably 50 to 75 feet away from them, laying down behind a rice paddy dike, which is only a couple feet tall. And all of a sudden I see something flying through the air, and it came right at me. And as I looked down, it was a quarter-pound of C4 explosive. And again, to my good fortune, or the grace of God, it didn't go off. It lit right under my face, but didn't go off. It probably would have taken my head off.
Go out at night, a lot of times. You sit down on top of a hill. You may not be able to tell till the next morning where you are.
We were outnumbered with equipment. Our equipment wasn't nearly as good as the Japanese at first.
One bad thing about the job was you're always sitting on top of a mountain. High spot around, wherever it is, that's where you're sitting. And when you take a Jeep with 800 pounds of radio gear mounted in the tail end of it, run up a 32-foot antenna, you're a waving flag.
And just as he did, I say I was probably 15 feet away from him. This huge orange ball explosion lit up right in front of us. And I saw him fly through the air, and I knew he would hit instantly. And the only instinct I did was I laid down right where I was at. And I just happened to lay right behind a small bridge abutment that wasn't any wider than my shoulders and not much higher than my head. And as soon as I hit the ground, they opened up with machine gun fire. And the rounds were coming so close they had me zeroed in. If I stuck my hand out, I could have caught them with either hand. They were coming right beside me and all on both sides of me. I was pinned to that spot, and I could hear the rounds going by. I could actually feel the concussion off of them. They were that close.
It was kind of interesting because, especially the helicopters, because they flew so low and everything, that they come back to our base with bullet holes in the bottom of them.
But I understand much more now than I did then, just how important and how fortunate I am to have been able to come home.
Then when I got to the South Pacific, that's where they bombed. Some bombs hit and debris went everywhere. I got a scar on my right here and on place, and my right eye was punctured.
There was a road from Kuwait City to Basra. And this was a very sad sight. They thought they would need medical personnel, but truly they didn't, because the carnage was something I never want to see again.
I had one where I thought I was going to get hit, and the ship turned to the starboard side to miss this kamikaze plane, and he hit the gun crew on the port side and killed them all.
You hate to see the carnage that you see. You know war is not a good thing, and you know there's many horrible things that occur.
Even today, I think back on that. I sometimes have flashbacks. I can't watch an automobile race and see cars crash and not think of airplanes.
Probably everyone that's been in those situations has an appreciation for what they've gone through and what they've experienced, and appreciate things a lot more than that we may have before that.
I survived, but a lot of them didn't, and so in memory of those, I'm still living, but they're wounded so bad they have to have care all the time.
And I don't take life for granted. I am very fortunate to have the family that I do and have experienced what I've experienced.
This plane had 13 people on it. Well, they were searching for survivors in the ocean. Evidently, they spotted something. The aircraft was flying very low, probably 150 feet above the water, and they think the captain made a tight turn to go back and see what they had spotted. Well, at that time, the aircraft just sunk right into the ocean and crashed. We had one survivor who was a pararescue person.
The thing that disturbed me more than anything was I got home, but thousands of them didn't, and I'm just sorry for it.
But these these people were in my squadron. Some of them I knew quite well. Sorry. Some I knew quite well, some I did not. But our mission that day was just to try to save lives.
And so then when it was over, I went home, had a good life. And I don't know what else to say except that I was a whole lot better looking than I am now. And that was a good thing for me. And even today, people treat me real nice for some reason. I get more hugs at the VA from the nurses than anybody else working for them. And it goes on all the time, and I'm thankful for it. So it's been a good life. Now I'm 83 years old, had heart congestive trouble, and I don't know how long I'll last, but whatever it is, I'm ready. And I hope that everybody is when that day comes. So that's my story.